Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Naisha if you're new here, and in today's video we're going to be doing a Flashback Friday. Hashtag FBF. So Flashback Friday is really a shop my stash type of video where I go in and dig out makeup that I've bought and completely forgot about. Some of them I've never even used. I bought it, I put it there, then I bought something else and I jumped on that train. And of course I have subscription boxes, so a lot of stuff keeps coming in and doesn't get used right away. So this is an opportunity for me to stop with all the new stuff, jump in and see what I bought and I haven't used for months. In today's particular video, I am so upset that it took me so long to pull this out. I can't even believe. 1, because of the cost. 2, because of how huge it is. How could I not see it? And 3, it was a Christmas gift from my mom. I'm talking about the Melt Cosmetics Amor Eterno collection. If you're a makeup lover or makeup enthusiast and you saw the promo for this collection, it was everything. When I saw it, I was like, I'm in love, I must have it. Of course I didn't buy it right away because I have to see reviews and see what other people think about it. The reviews that I saw were pretty positive. So it launched closer to Black Friday, I would say, because I know a lot of the promos were coming out around Day of the Dead, because that is, you know, something that the Mexican culture celebrates, and that's what the aesthetic of this collection is all about. So this particular collection, I didn't buy the entire collection. This particular collection came with, let me show you the inside. Look at how beautiful this is. So these are the two palettes. This is the Vida palette and this is the Muerte palette. I'm not going to explain the whole thing because I'm sure if you're into makeup, you've seen this before. So this is the two palettes that come in this box. This is the beautiful packaging for it. And also in the box came this, this cute little makeup bag. So cute, I absolutely love it. And both palettes fit in here comfortably. So like I said, there are two palettes. This is the Vida palette. This is the one that I used today. And the Muerte palette, I'm actually going to use this one tomorrow. I'll talk more about that in a second. And look at how I have to keep this. This is a collector's item. It's so pretty. Look at all the cutouts, how the detail. See the skulls, they're kissing, they're in love. This is so beautiful. I'm keeping this. Okay, so this is the Vida palette. This is the one that I used today. You see there's a bunch of beautiful greens, some grungy browns, and then these warm, this red is beautiful. And then quickly the one that I'm going to use tomorrow. Look at this. Oh, so beautiful. Oh, I cannot wait to dig into this. Anyway. So they had a deal where you can get the two palettes and the bag and the whole PR box for a little over $100. I can't remember how much it was. And my mother didn't know what to buy me for Christmas, and I told her that I loved that, so she gave me the money and I bought it. And it's been sitting there ever since. So finally decided to pull it out. Since we are in spring, I decided to use the Vida palette with the warmer, brighter colors. And like I said, tomorrow I'm going to be doing a live with my best friend on my Instagram. My Instagram is linked down below. I'll also put the time of the live down below. And I'll be using the Muerte palette to do a very sultry, sexy Saturday night look. As usual, I also pulled out a bunch of foundations, concealers, powders, things that I bought and haven't used or haven't used them in a while, and I really want to try them again, remember if I like them or not. And it's all on my face, all items I have not used in a while, if at all. So if you're interested in seeing how I achieved this look, what I think about the palette and all the other items that are on my face, please keep on watching. Okay, so my hair is up and out of the way. I don't know how some people do their makeup with like wigs on and their hair down. It drives me nuts. I need it out of my face. We'll get cute when I'm done. So for today's look, we're going to be using the Melt Vida palette. This is the warmer toned one with the pops of green. I figured I would use this one because I feel like it's much more springy, summery. Before we dig into that, let me roll my sleeves up. gonna do some work. Gotta roll my sleeves up. Okay, so for brows, I pulled out my Milani Precision Brow Pencil and Stay Put Brow Color in Dark Chocolate. Yes. And the Stay Put Brow Shaping Gel. I've only used these once before in my full face of Milani video. I'll link that down below if you haven't seen it. So I'm gonna give it a second try. Okay, so first I outline my brows, and this is a really good pencil. I like this pencil. My only problem, espresso, is I think I might need something that's a little bit darker. The brown might be a little too warm, so I'll check to see if they have a darker brown, but this is just like precisely my brown and my ABH brow wiz that I love. I really like this brow pencil. Now we're gonna go in with the brow gel. Okay, and that's the brow gel. It's a pretty good brow gel. Good color. Less warm than the pencil. And it's not too creamy where it's slipping and sliding all over your face. So I like that as well. I usually put the brow gel later on, near the end. So we'll come back around to that. Okay, so I already went and cleaned up under my brows with my concealer, and I primed my lids with my Urban Decay primer potion in caffeine. And now let's jump into the look. Not quite sure what I'm gonna do. We're not going anywhere, so we could get a little crazy. I might do green on the top, warm on the bottom. That's what I'm thinking. Let's go with it. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with Amor Eterno on a fluffy brush. I'm gonna put that in above the crease. This is my first time using Melt Shadow, so I don't even know what to expect. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with Papel Picado on a slightly smaller blending brush into the crease. They're not super pigmented, so I'm gonna have to build it up. Okay, now we're gonna go even deeper with Aguardiente. Okay, even though this palette seems pretty bright, because of these colors, it's giving me like a grungy vibes. So I'm gonna go even deeper with Chocolate on a tiny blending brush. Okay, I feel like these mattes are giving me some patchiness, especially this Aguardiente color right here. I actually really like this kind of taupey khaki color. It's nice. But I'm getting patchiness. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it here for now because I ain't got all night. Okay, so under lid I'm gonna go in with Sarape. I'm gonna try dry, then I'm gonna try wet, and if neither of those work, I'm gonna cut the crease and try it again. So let's see. Okay, so dry isn't working. Let's try it wet. It's 10 times better. That usually happens with shimmers. Okay, so here we are with the eye look. I'll be honest with you, I'm not happy at all. Like, it's super patchy on the outside here. Seems like these darker colors, they just don't seem to want to catch on to my lids. Aguardiente and chocolate. So, a little bit of a patchy mess. But we're going to try to save it with liner and lashes. Okay, so for liner, I'm going to use my Pixie and Wiley duo liner. So on one side there is a felt tip liner, and on the other side is a pencil liner. It's a mess. Yes, I have been using this and then I stopped. But my same complaint with the felt tip liner, it's a little bit stiff, but it's a really good formula. And again, I like the convenience of having both pencils in one. So I'm going to do my wing with the felt tip side. Okay, so this liner is definitely on its last legs. I had to struggle through those wings a little bit. But I really did like this black liner duo. It came together with a palette. I got this at Marshalls or TJ Maxx, and it came together with a palette. So I don't know if the duo liner is sold separately, but I don't mind it. It's very black, and it goes over the shimmers pretty well. For lashes, I'm going to pop on these Flutter lashes in the style Shimmer. So these lashes, I got them as a duo. It's some sort of My Little Pony duo or unicorn duo, but the names are after My Little Pony ponies. This is what it looks like. Beautiful, long, flared piecey, just like I like it. This came in a duo with another pair of lashes. The other pair I didn't like at all. I wore them once, hated it, and gave it away. Gave it to my sister. I wore this one once, and I guess I liked it because it's still here. When I don't like something, I try to get rid of it. I don't hold on to things I don't like or I don't plan on wearing. So yeah, so these lashes came as a duo in a really, really pretty box, in a unicorn box. And I got them super, super cheap. I think they were originally like $40. But I got them super cheap on Hush, Shop Hush. Do you guys remember Shop Hush? When they were going out of business and they were closing down and everything was like 40, 50, 60% off. I literally just went on there and bought a whole bunch of shit. So yeah, so I got both of them in this really pretty box, super, super cheap. I think I paid maybe $10 for both pair. And they're originally like almost $30 a pair. Super expensive. I don't know why. Yeah, Shop Hush when they were going out of business. And they were like, oh yeah, we'll be back, and never came back. They were cool though. They had some really good sales and some really cool products. They had a lot of dupe products. Maybe that's why they had to shut down. But, oh well. That's how the cookie crumbles. Okay, so I'm going to pop these on and I'll be right back. Okay, the lashes are on. These are actually really beautiful lashes. They are just the type of lashes that I like. Flare on the outside, smaller on the inside, piecey, very spiky, and look at that curl. Beautiful. Love them. And they're actually very comfortable. The other, I don't know what happened. The other pair, it just didn't work for me. I put it on, I hated it, immediately took it off and put it back in the box and was like, nope, 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 I'm giving that away. So this one, so far, so good. Anyway, let's move on to the face, and then we'll come back and we'll finish up the lower lash line. For primer, I'm going to be using for the first time this e.l.f. Blurring Primer Serum. I think this is supposed to be a dupe for that Farsali blurring serum, the one in the green bottle. I've never tried it, so I have no idea if it's actually a dupe, but this seemed to have come out right around the same time. It's like a little dropper bottle and a white liquid, and I guess it's supposed to help with the blurring of your pores and fine lines. I can't pick it up. Nothing's coming up with a dropper. Did I get a dud? It's always something. Nothing's coming up. Dropper's useless. Yep, dropper's useless. Anyway, alright, just put it on like this then. Guess I can't do the Instagram droppy thing all over my face. Oh, that's annoying. See, this is what happens when I buy stuff and I put it there and I never use it. And then I don't know that it doesn't work and I can't return it. Because it's been sitting there for God knows how long. Okay, it soaked right into the skin. I mean, I really don't see that much blurring. It does blur a little bit, but nothing to be like, oh my god, it's super blurring. It did mattify my skin a little bit without being like too dry. So let's see how the foundation sits on top of it. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation, which is supposed to last up to 24 hours. I don't know who's wearing their makeup for 24 hours. It has a mattifying second skin effect, and this is in the color Caramel Beige. I feel like the shade range on this is a little weird. Like, how can you call this Caramel Beige? And this was one of the darkest colors that was there. I don't know how good the shade range is, but it didn't seem too good at my Ulta. So this is another squeezy tube situation. Let's hope I don't F my clothes up. I'm not trying to do that today.
A few moments later.
Yep. I just did exactly what I said I wasn't going to do. Yeah. Oh, let's blend this in. See what kind of second skin effect we're thinking about. Okay, from what I remember last time I wore this foundation, I really did like it. It is looking really nice on the skin. It really does give you that skin-like second skin effect. It's medium coverage, and I guess it's buildable, but this coverage is fine enough for me. And there are no issues with the blurring primer. Everything is looking nice and skin-like. The color is a tiny bit on the red side for me, for my skin tone, because I'm more cool neutral, but it still works pretty fine. For concealer, we're going to use the matching concealer. It is the Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. Lasts 12 hours. So the concealer lasts 12 hours, but the foundation lasts 24 hours. So do you have to reapply your concealer? Why not make the concealer last 24 hours as well? I did feel like the color that I picked up was a tiny bit too dark for me. So I'll go over the top with a slightly lighter color. It's an interesting smell. Almost a makeup and perfumey smell. For cream contour, I'm going to use this Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer. This is the old one, the old packaging they had before they came out with that multi-use sculpting whatever. I got this at Marshall's for I think like $7.99. I did use this before and I liked it. So I figured I would get a color that could work for me as a cream contour, and I have a lighter color to highlight. And I'll probably go in with a little bit of that over this Catrice concealer. Alright, we're gonna blend that concealer out. I really like that foundation and concealer combo. It really looks like skin. I look flawless. That concealer has pretty decent coverage. It did cover up the bags, the mom bags. Okay, for powder, this is the Covergirl Trublend Loose Mineral Powder in 200 Light. So I bought this one when there was a Dwayne Reed around where I live that was closing. So I bought this one mainly because I have the darker one that I got at Marshall's for like $2.99. And I was like, it's $2.99, let me try it out. And this powder has a little bit of a sheen to it. It's mattifying, but there's also a tiny micro shimmer situation in it where it sets your skin to look like skin. It doesn't mattify and it doesn't, I guess, hydrate, and you don't see the shimmers, but it looks really beautiful on the skin. So the color that I have that I pretty much use every day is a little bit darker. It's 300. So they only had 200, so I figured it's okay, it will give me some brightening. That's why I'm thinking, even though I feel like this concealer is not as bright as I would normally like, because the powder is a little bit lighter, it would kind of balance itself out. So I'm just gonna dip into it. See, it has a little mesh. Dip into it with my sponge and set my under eye area. I'm also going to go ahead and set my forehead and my nose and my smile lines and my chin. I always set around my mouth because that's where the foundation says bye-bye halfway through the day. This is actually a pretty good color. I don't mind it. It's not as light as I thought it was going to be. It's barely lighter than the 300. But like I said, I don't know if you can see it, but this powder has a little bit of like a sheen to it. Very smooth under the eyes. This combo with the Catrice foundation and concealer and then this powder is looking really beautiful. But let me don't talk too quick. I'm going to dust it off and then use some of the powder to set the rest of my face. So I'm going to take my powder brush. The finish that leaves on my skin, you see like the teeny tiny micro shimmers, so it just looks like beautiful luminous skin. I like it. And for bronzer, I'm going to use this sleek Face Form palette in medium. So there is a bronzer, a highlight. This is actually a blush. I know it's more of a shimmery blush, or you can, I guess you can use it as a bronzer, but I use it as a blush and I absolutely love it. We're gonna bronze up the skin. Won't I already look like a nice bronze biscuit? The Wondersuite concealer that I use as a cream contour, I feel did a really good job of bronzing me up. And I really like this bronzer too. I'm gonna use a little bit of it to also contour the nose. I know some of you beautiful people out there have beautiful tiny noses. I do not. I'm gonna use the highlight. And then we're going to blush. I like this brush because it seems to be a pretty neutral color on me. See, look how pretty that is. It looks unassuming in the pan, but once you put it on my skin tone, it's a beautiful bronzy color. I used this once before and fell in love, and I haven't used it since. What's wrong with me? For setting spray, we're going to be using this Tarte Stay Spray setting spray. Shake well. I got this in a Ipsy box, and I use it in the Ipsy box unboxing and then never again, so Let's try it again. Wait, can't remember how it sprays. Ooh, nice spray. Okay, so this has a really nice spritz on it. It's not too strong. You can get pretty close on your face. It disperses really nicely. It doesn't feel like you get like large crazy droplets. It does have a very strong smell. The smell is going away now that it's dried down, but while you're spraying, super perfumey. So if you're sensitive to smells, which I can be sometimes, it wasn't too bad. I was able to survive it, but it's a very strong smell. Anyway, so this is the face. Let's go back, finish up the lower lash line and the eyes. Okay, so for the lower lash line, I'm going to jump over to the warm side a little bit. I'm going to start off with Mexicana. Beautiful red. I'm dying to jump into this. So I'm going to blend it out just a little bit with Pan Dulce. Okay, and on my inner corner, I'm going to go with Alegria. Alegria. If you're Trinidadian, you know what that is. I'm going to wet it. I know it's unconventional, but that's how we roll here. But on another note, that orange is stunning. Ooh, baby. Okay, for mascara, I'm going to be using another Pixie product. I'm beginning to think that I picked a lot of things because I was wearing this green shirt, which now I can't even wear for the intro and the outro because it's a mess. But anyway, this Pixie double brush mascara. So there is the bigger brush that you can use for the top lashes, and then there's a top cap that brings out a tinier brush for the lower lash line. I love this mascara. The formula is pretty good. I love the fact that it has that tinier brush for my lower lash line because I have some teeny tiny, I have like four lower lashes, so I need a teeny tiny brush to not mess everything up, and I still mess everything up. I did use this mascara heavily and then tossed it to the wayside just like the liner, so just pulling it back out, trying to use what I have before I open a new one for no reason. Okay, so there's the mascara on. For liner, I'm going to be using the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in Punch. I'm going to go off camera and do this. I can't do it on camera. Sorry. Okay, so that's my liner on. This liner tried to play me. The whole thing came out. I don't know why is everything trying to play me today. For lips, I'm going to use an oldie but goodie, my MAC Ruby Woo. Look at how tiny this thing is. I've had this thing for so long. Still smells good. Hasn't gone bad. I don't have any other lipstick that has gotten this far. I used to wear this all the time. I was inspired to pull this out by one of my favorite Instagrammers, Drea. She pulled out this one, Heroin, and Candy Yum Yum, and she was talking about how we thought we were so bad back in the day with these colors. I still think I'm bad as hell, and I'm going to be wearing my Ruby Woo. To line it, I'm going to be using my MAC Night Moth pencil, which is a Ready Purple. Ooh. an ombre though. I remember back in the day when I used to wear this, I would wear it basically by itself with a red liner, and it was so matte, it was basically tugging at your lip. It went on a lot better today because I'm wearing a lip balm, and I left it on because I know how matte these are, and so it's going to be a lot more comfortable if I wear it this way. I almost forgot, we can finally go in now with the brow gel. This is the Milani Stay Put Brow Shaping Gel. I mean, this was okay, but the brush, the fat brush, is the only thing that gets me with this. Okay, so I'm just gonna go get myself together a little bit, and I'll be right back with the finished look. Okay guys, and here we have the finished look. Took the hair down a little bit, changed the shirt to something that did not have makeup on it. Yeah, so we have the curls in full effect today. I did a twist out a couple of days ago, took it out, fluffed it up a little bit so I could look a little bit different on the tube. Alright, so what do you guys think of the look? Let me know down in the comments. So in terms of everything that I used today, everything that I pulled back out, I think everything worked pretty decent. The only thing that I'm still iffy about is the palette. It is an absolutely beautiful palette. It's beautiful for spring. I'm definitely going to dig into it some more. Definitely going to play more with these mattes over here. The mattes do seem a little bit drier to me. When you swatch them, the color comes off beautifully on your finger, but when it's time to blend it out on the skin, it's not giving me the payoff that I would like. See what we got going on there. So I'm gonna have to try a couple other methods to, you know, pack it on a sticky base and just blend out the edges to see if that works better. Also, I felt when I went into this green, it feels kind of rough. A lot comes off on your finger, and it swatches well. It went on beautifully wet, but you know, sticking my finger in it, it feels not as, see, for example, this orange is smooth, buttery smooth. Love this orange, need it on my lid ASAP. But the green just felt a little chunkier. The only two shimmers in here are the green and the orange. The green just felt, there's some sort of grit to it. I don't know, it's not glitter, but it feels a lot thicker and rougher than the orange. So yeah, like I said, I'm definitely going to play with this some more. You know, it was all about the packaging. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a live. My Instagram is going to be linked down below. I'm going to be doing a live tomorrow. I'll put the time in the description box because I don't know, or on the screen, because I don't know right now what time it'll be. So follow me on Instagram. Come join in the live. Me and my best friend and I will be doing a live Saturday night. Get ready with me, chit-chatting, drinking, and just, you know, putting our makeup on and chit-chatting. So please follow me on Instagram, come say hi, come join us. I gotta keep digging into these palettes, one, because they're beautiful. The packaging is absolutely stunning. You know, that's what got me. And this is my first time using Melt shadows, and I really want to play with their shadows some more. Everything else, the concealers, the foundation, I love the foundation. I look pretty dewy, but again, that's the lights, and it could be the setting spray. I don't know if it's supposed to be matte. It doesn't say if it's supposed to be matte, which I don't mind. This kind of glowy look, I think it looks much more youthful. My only other complaint is the ColourPop liner. It seemed like I had to go over it a couple of times to really get the color to show up on my lower lash line. It still doesn't even show up that much, let's be honest. But everything else I used was pretty good. The blurring primer, I was annoyed that it doesn't drip. But the formula, the serum that's inside, seemed really nice. Seemed to blur out my pores a little bit. With the combo of the foundation and concealer, it really does look nice. It really looks like skin, like I have beautiful baby skin. you know, that's what we're going for. Anyway, I digress. The powder, the Covergirl powder, love it. One of my favorites. The lighter color is not that much lighter. I'm hopefully when Marshall's reopens, they have that. I can find that, and I'm going to stock up. I'm telling you, I was never a fan of powders that had a shimmer to it. It had to be matte. I was always like matte, 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 matte. I started using that powder. Absolutely love it. The sheen, not even a sheen, but the shimmer, the glimmer, whatever it gives to your skin just looks beautiful. And it actually keeps your makeup set for a long time. Anyway, so that is everything that I pulled out to use for today's Flashback Friday. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the look. Give this video a thumbs up if you love these Flashback Friday videos. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!